Hello there. There's been a while since I've played these online rapid games for my training, and well, this was because I realized that when I speak out my thoughts, then I get a bit slower, and then I always lose on time, and sometimes I even miss opportunities because I'm too focused on talking and not on playing. But well, since I've read this the Maza book I'm talking about this rapid chess improvement. I did a review, so you can check it out on my channel. One of the advices that Maza gives is actually to record oneself while playing and then verbalize this thought process which he advocates. So he has these 8 steps, thinking steps in the tournament, and well, I think they can be reduced to only 3. So the first one would be to ask after the opponent makes the move, what are his threats? Does he threat anything? If not, then can I threat anything? Do I have some checks, captures, or threats, or some tactical opportunities? If not, I'll just play a simple logical move. And the third one is to do a blunder check. And in order to do a blunder check, I will use this move confirmation feature so that I can be reminded to always do double check before confirming the move. Okay, so let's go on and play. Let's see if somebody is interesting. Okay, I think we got our game. Let's see. E4. Okay, we have the game. So, well, the Maza says that I should implement this thought process in each step, even the opening, but I will make an exception and disregard the advice when I know moves by heart, and this is usually some 5 moves. So okay, I just instinctively went for King's Gambit. In fact, I was planning to play a Vienna game against e5, but okay. Now I'll just continue my opening, my small opening repertoire theory. So knight to f3. And we will start with our thinking process very soon. Okay, let's see now. What is he threatening? He doesn't threat anything. So this is the first step. Second step, do I have some tactics? I don't. So let's make some logical move. Let's develop. I think I can either develop bishop or my pawn. It doesn't make much difference, although this bishop could go to c4 and b5, so I'll just develop my pawn. And in fact, okay, I didn't do blunder check now, I will try to do this in the future. And in fact, the Maza says that you shouldn't spend too much time on positional evaluations, because if you are following his program, then you should be tactical player, play for tactics, and if they are not if you cannot find tactics in the position, then just play some logical move, and this is it. Okay, d5. Now the threat is obvious. B takes c4. So I have to do something about this threat. I can take the pawn and then develop with my knight. So this is now step 2, move selection. He can, yeah, if he takes back with the queen, then I can bring back my knight. Now let me just check. Okay, I guess this is okay, so I'll just play it. I forgot to turn on this this feature I was talking about. I'll just do this now. So game behavior, confirm, move confirmation always. Okay. So let's close this. Okay. So now I have move confirmation, and this serves me to remind me that I should make a blunder check every time. Let me just fix the board. Okay, I think it's okay now. So he took with the queen. Okay, so are there any threats here? This pawn, it's not really threatened, it's defended twice. Okay, so I think I can just make a logical move. And now when I make the move, okay, now I have to do a blunder check. So blunder check is, does he have any checks, captures or threats? So yes, he does have some checks, for example here. But I'm not afraid of this check. I can easily block it, either with a bishop here or with a king. So I'm not too worried. Does he has any reasonable captures? No. Does he has any threats? This means, first of all, do I have unprotected pieces? No. Can he threaten to take my queen? No. So I can confirm the move. So this should be the thought process. I will try to train myself to do this more quickly, and this is why in fact I'm recording. I'm just following the advice of the Maza. Okay, so he checks. If you watch my video about this tournament, I had exactly the same position, and I played stupid knight e2 here. Okay, so I can do this or this, and I know that computer prefers this move, but I prefer this because it allows me to develop my bishop with this nice threat. So I think I will just play king here. And let's now do the blunder check. So, does he have any checks? Not really. I mean, he can check here, but he'll just lose the queen. Does he has any captures? No. Does he have any threats? No. Okay, let's confirm the move. Okay, so while he's thinking, well, the advice I found on many places is not to go through variations, but rather to look at the position and see if you can make some general positional improvements. Okay, but now he played the move. Okay, so now my knight is kind of pinned, but not really. What does he threat with this move? Okay, he cannot check me. He cannot check here. I guess he's protecting his pawn. I could bring my... Okay, so no threats. So let's see, do I have some tactical opportunities? I can attack his queen here, but doesn't make much sense. He can just exchange queens. Okay, so what are the other... this is an interesting threat. But he can very easily meet this. He can just develop his bishop, and it's not a huge threat actually. Okay, so I think I should think about developing, playing some logical move. This is nice because this makes additional threats with the discover attack, or maybe something little more active like this, and then I can bring my queen. Or this is also a threat. Okay, so now I will just my time will leak out. I'm thinking too much about this, and I shouldn't. I like this threat because he doesn't have many options if I play this. Or should I just develop? Okay. I'll just develop my bishop, and I will do this with a threat. So if I play it on b5, he can just meet this threat with bishop, and then I can go. Sorry, and then maybe I can go with this. Okay, I have to play something, so I will just develop. He'll probably play just bishop d7, and then I can bring my rook out with check and continue the game. Well, the point is, if you don't have tactical resources, you should not aim for the best move. Okay, so let's quickly scan. What are the threats here? Not really. He doesn't threat anything. This is protected, so I don't have unprotected pieces. And okay, I can just develop with check. Okay. So like I said, the point is you don't necessarily need to waste time to find the best move, because if you're on sub-level master, you probably are not probably don't have a very good positional understanding. So you should spare your time for calculation and play just logical moves here. Okay, now I could take this, he takes back, I can push the pawn, attacking his bishop. Maybe I could play just this, and then I can... Okay, now he doesn't have this move, so if I play the attacking move... Oh, okay, he can just take it back. Maybe I should here, and then if he takes, then I can... Okay, but he can bring his bishop anyway, so it doesn't work really. Okay, oh, but he cannot move this. Okay, he cannot move this knight, is pinned. So if I go to d5, what was my idea? My idea is to threat this, and also this. And also this pawn. Okay, so I will play this. Okay, let's now do a quick blunder check. Can he check me? No. Can he somehow win the material? Well, no, because this knight cannot move. And I have two attackers here. This piece is undefended. I have to be very careful about this. So if he moves his knight, I have undefended piece. I have to be aware of this. But if he moves his knight, I can capture with a check, so it's not a problem at this moment. Okay, I will confirm the move. And also, if you play with this style, so if you are focused on tactics first, then you should choose openings which are not which are open as a rule, and which are not very theoretical. So I'm not saying pick up some weird opening which is unsound, but for example, King's Gambit is a good opening. It's not so unsound. Okay, if you are an engine with a strength of 3000 and above, then maybe you can say that King's Gambit is unsound, but King's Gambit has been played for the last 200 years, and so it's okay. The other option is Vienna game, so you can something like this for opening, or Scotch game. So you put both pawns in the center. Very soon open the game. So these are some options you should consider, but always play e4 as a first move, and this will guarantee you open an interesting game. And then if you do this tactical drills, if you know your patterns, if you know how to calculate, then you can in these kind of positions you can outcalculate your opponent. So if you look at this position, well, not much positional evaluating here. I mean, it's pretty wild. So you don't have some fixed pawn structure. You have pawn here and here. Okay, my pawn is in the center. You can claim some advantage here, but I mean, who cares if the position is so opened? His queen is in the vicinity of my king. My king didn't castle. His king didn't castle. My pawns are not here. In fact, my f2 pawn is missing, and my king is on f2. So it's completely wild position. But anyway, this knight is pinned. This bishop is not developed. My bishop can easily be developed either here or hoping to grab this pawn. So, well, maybe I'm better, but it doesn't mean much. Okay, so he's allowing now me this pin. Okay, very interesting. So if I take just this, okay, let's follow our algorithm. So threat. Okay, he obviously threats to capture the bishop. So I have to do something. First thing, I can just capture. He moves his king. I take the knight, but now my knight is... He takes back, and then I can bring my knight out. The danger when you capture the rook in the corner is always that you will be trapped, so you have to think this out. So check. He moves here. I take the rook. He takes the bishop, and I go to b6, and from b6 I am attacking his bishop on d7. This is one thing. So okay, my knight is on b6, so I'm attacking, and I have two good squares to escape, and I don't see any way how can he trap my knight, because this pawn is gone, of course. He doesn't exist anymore. So I think I can easily win a rook for a bishop here. Or I can exchange. He can take back, and then I can do this. But now he has his bishop eyeing here together with the queen, and I don't really like this. I will not calculate this, but I don't like this. So let me play the move. Okay, does he has any checks? Not really. Can he win some? Can he win material? No, I mean he's under check, so he has to move. This is first move. Okay, I think this is okay. Now when he moves, I will just take the rook. And when he takes my bishop, I'll just bring my knight here. I think this should work. So he's thinking a lot, but I think that he has only one legal move. I don't see what can he do here. This is the only legal move. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I'm always wrong. But I think not this time. Usually, in this situation, I would just pre-move my knight to a8. But okay, let's stick to our thinking algorithm. Or since he's taking so much time, I think I will pre-move, because he can only play this move, and I can only capture. Nothing makes any sense, because my two pieces will be attacked after this, and I'm low on time, so I will pre-move this, just for the practical side. Okay, and this is why the Maza says that you should play only slow games to be able to practice your thinking algorithm. Okay, now I can just bring back my knight. Okay, so this is what I missed. When I bring my knight here, those two squares are occupied. Okay, so I miscalculated this. So when I put it here, he moves this back, and well, I will have trouble saving my knight, but I can maybe go here. Okay, I will have to work hard to save my knight. I didn't realize this before. Okay, or maybe I could just play something like a4, because he cannot so easily attack my knight here. It will take him a few moves. For example, if he wants to attack with the rook. Okay, so I can prepare the escape square, because if I play b6 now, he'll just move away his bishop. But okay, then I can play a4, but then he can very easily attack my knight. And here it will take him 2 moves, and I can play this. He plays this here, and I can take. Okay, so I think I will play a4, hoping that I could remove this pawn and then save my knight. So this is the plan. Okay, let's do a4, and now let's see, does he have any threats, captures, or checks? So I don't see any checks. He has this capture, but I can just recapture. His queen is useless here. I don't see. I have undefended piece here, but I don't see how can he attack this. Okay, let's play this move, a4. Well, he'll probably try to get my knight, but when I go here, well, I can even protect my knight with a5, and then I'm safe on b6. Not just safe, but this knight theoretically should be strong It's here in the 6th rank. Okay, now he's preventing me to go here. And this is actually a good strategy from my opponent. But I think I can just now play. So, okay, in the thinking algorithm, what is the threat? The threat is just to capture this knight. And this knight does not have any escape squares. But if I play a5 now, then I have the escape square. I can just go here. It's protected. And he cannot attack this twice. Well, even if he can, I will just lose the pawn. And it's okay, because I want the exchange for the pawn. It's okay. Okay, let's see what does he threat here. Nothing. Okay, this is protected. He did release this bishop. I should have this in mind, but I don't think any threats. Okay, so let's just play a5 and try to save this knight. He could play something like king c7 and then win the pawn. After knight takes. Okay, I'm fine with that. His pawn structure is not the best in the world, so it's okay. And now, okay, like I said, when he's thinking I should do some general positional considerations. Okay, so he goes here. I'll just play check, and well, at least I saved my knight. I'm aware of the threat, so his threat is just to come and catch my knight. I'll just see if he has any checks here. I don't think so, so let's do check, and if he takes, I will just retake. It's nothing to think about. Okay, so I'm now up an exchange. So what is my strategy now? My strategy now is well, to exchange everything, but not pawns. So I want to exchange pieces. I need pawns to promote, and if I... Okay, let's see now. He played knight b4. What are his threats? Nothing. So I don't see that he has any real threats. This looks like some appealing move, but this weakens these squares. But this looks stronger because I'm forcing the exchange of queens. Almost forcing. If not, I'll just take his bishop. And I don't see what kind of threats does this knight have here. It looks scary, but it isn't actually. Oh, I see. So if I move this, he can take this. I take, and then this pawn is weak, and I get forked. Okay, so I could play c3 here, just to kick this knight away. Then when he goes away, then I can play knight e5. Okay, let's play this move, and now let's do a quick blunder check. Does he have any checks? He does here, but this is protected, so it's okay. I think he has to move the knight, and he can move it somewhere here, and it's all okay for me. I don't see any threats, so let's confirm the move. Okay, I'm a little low on time, so maybe I will may have to start making quicker decisions, but anyway, this looks like a good plan. Knight e5, threatening bishop and queen. He can exchange. I'm okay with this. My pawns are really strong now. You can see that my the top of my pawn chain is defended by the bishop. Okay, now I'm doing something which I should not do, and I lost many games because of this. It is the advice John Bartholomew once said. He said, be careful not to fall in love with your position. And this is in fact a great danger. So you can look at your like position like this. I could just easily fall in love because it's so beautiful. I have exchange. My pawns are great placed. Everything is protected. I have several good moves here in this position. I mean, this is the option. I have so much moves. And when I said this is the option, this is probably, well, this is actually checkmate. So I just missed mate in 1. Okay. Well, okay, very important lesson now. You should always ask, what checks do I have? I didn't ask myself that. Because if I did ask myself what questions, this question, what check do I have, then I would see that this is a checkmate. See, pawn covering the both of these squares. Now he plays this, well then I don't have a checkmate, but okay. So I missed mate in 1. And why did I miss mate in 1? Because I didn't ask myself right questions. Because I fell in love with my position, probably. Okay, I think I have now checkmate. So this is just checkmate. I don't see what can he do. Okay, so checkmate. Okay, well played. I'll just say thank you. Oh, thank you. Good game. Okay, so I think I demonstrated the importance of correct thinking. Always ask in this step 2. Always ask yourself what does he have. He wants a rematch. No, I don't want to do rematch. I'm a little bit tired. Got to go. And also I have to. I would like to analyze the game. Okay, so always ask yourself, when it's your turn, what tactical opportunities do I have? And I did it almost every time instead of this. In this position, I didn't ask myself what tactical opportunities do I have. I just okay, I focused on his threats. I say, okay, this knight is a threat. I want to kick him out. Instead, I should have asked myself, okay, what tactical opportunities do I have here? What checks, captures, and threats do I have here? And then I would see, okay, I have this check. Oh, it's the checkmate. So, okay, let's now analyze, and I will also follow the Maza's advice. So he says turn the engine, and well, see, find the sequence of moves in which you jeopardize your position. So if you have the advantage, and then suddenly it drops, then you should see why it happened. And I think we will have something like this. Okay, so okay, let him finish. So this is obviously the key moment here. Move 6. And then I recovered. Okay, so let's look at the analysis graph. Here he gives me a disadvantage because computer doesn't like King's Gambit. Because his computer, but okay, I don't care about this. And now, okay, this is the interesting. So from move 6 to move 10. So this was interesting. So let's see what was the problem. Yeah, I'll now go up. Okay, Queen E6. This was his move, and the computer says it's bad move. Okay, he wants me to play this bishop move. And I had this position earlier in my blitz, one of my blitz games on the over the board tournament. And well, I know that I even told you that he doesn't like King F2, but I do. So okay, bishop E2 is more precise, and I know it is, but for psychological reasons, I prefer King F2. Okay, this is something maybe I should analyze, because I got this position twice, So maybe it is something to be analyzed in the more detail. Queen g4, okay, this is definitely bad move. This queen is completely inactive here. So, okay. So this is the bad move. Okay. And now, from now on, I think everything is okay. Now I had one more blunder. Let's see. Okay. Now this move is bad according to computer. Knight d5. Why? I don't. Okay, so because he could castle, he says d5 is better here. But what? Let's see what computer says. If I play this, okay, he can castle. Okay, and what's the problem with this position? I'm not sure. Okay, he says if it's equal, it's minus something. I mean, I can take back this pawn and just continue the game. He says -1. Okay. Okay, now he says plus. Okay, he's oscillating. So this position is at one more point it was plus 0.3. So if you give him enough depth, he could do. Let's increase. Let's see. Okay, I will not torture the engine. So anyway, the engine is not sure. It oscillates and it prefers black, but the position is wild and crazy, and this is what I want. So I want the position with many tactical opportunities, open position with piece play, and then I can rely on my tactical training and outcalculate my opponent. So I think, okay, I think this was good. And let's just go to the end of the game to see this mate in one once again. Yeah, so okay, missed, but okay, computer doesn't even say this is a blunder. Yes, okay, it gives a double question mark, but not really, because it's +6 and I'm winning anyway. Okay, well, this is it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I think this was instructive, and I will try to do this kind of videos more, just to force myself to think in a systematic fashion, and also hoping to help my viewers as well. So I think if I learn something from the game, maybe you can learn as well. Okay, if you like the video, then just click the like button and subscribe to my channel. If you didn't, please be free, like always, to comment the game in the comment box, and see you very soon again. Cheers.